special programme tonight, we focus on the current coronavirus pandemic and how it's affecting travel, sport and stockpiling in supermarkets within the UK. Good afternoon and welcome to Winchester News Online. I'm Cara Simmons. Many airline companies, including Hampshire's Southampton Airport, are feeling the pressure of the COVID-19 virus. We sent our travel reporter Ellie Clout to find out the latest.
The recent surge in cases of COVID-19 are now affecting travel across the globe. Many airlines are now cancelling flights and making job cuts as more countries are going into lockdown and closing their borders. Flybe was the first airline to collapse due to coronavirus after running into difficulties and narrowly avoiding going bust in January this year. Flybe flew from many regional airlines across the UK, including Southampton. Many airports such as Southampton are undoubtedly being affected by the growing concerns of the coronavirus. Currently, most flights are still arriving and departing as planned, but with more countries going into lockdown and closing their borders, it is expected that the UK will soon be doing the same. A spokesperson from Southampton Airport said,
"Like most UK airports, we have seen a number of airlines reduce capacity and cancel flight schedules in response to the latest travel advice regarding coronavirus. We would ask passengers to contact their airlines direct for specific flight information before travelling to the airport."
In the last 24 hours, Virgin Atlantic has asked staff to take 8 weeks unpaid leave. And the boss of British Airways has warned that job cuts will be occurring, but are yet to know if they will be long term. And the latest advice is for all Britons to avoid all non-essential travel abroad for 30 days. Ellie Clout, Winchester News Online.
Basic household essentials such as toilet roll and hand sanitizer are getting harder to find as people are continuing to panic buy across the UK. Tara McPherson reports.
As the spread of coronavirus worsens across the UK, shoppers continue to stockpile in fears that they might have to self-isolate. Today I'm here in Winchester, trying to see if I can get my hands on any hand sanitizer in any of the supermarket stores on the high street. So I went to the shop to buy some hand sanitizer and loo roll and left empty-handed. So I've moved further up the high street to try and get the public's opinion about all the panic buying that's going on today.
I think it's possibly understandable, but it's unfair on other people that maybe don't have the access to the shops as easily as other people.
Well, in the circumstances, it's understandable. It's been a while since anything like this has happened on this scale, so people are going to have a very intense reaction to it.
I do feel sorry for those that I've not done any extra buying, apart from a couple of bottles of wine I've got in my bag now. But yeah.
So, will the government be implementing new measures in order to handle and control panic buying? I'm Tyrone McPherson, Winol News.
Following the suspension of mainstream sport last week, the English Football Association has brought all grassroots games in England to a halt. This decision has affected universities and their league fixtures going forward. We sent our reporter Luke Hiscock to find out more.
Last week, while sport was suspended for the foreseeable future amid the coronavirus pandemic, universities across the country have closed their doors to help prevent the spread of the virus among students. As a result, sports societies have had to cancel their respective league fixtures at the business end of their campaigns.
Which university has remained open despite sound formal closures last week amid the coronavirus outbreak? There are still questions over the sporting fixtures here at the university and across the country after worldwide sport was suspended due to the virus. These questions are yet to be answered.
This week, Winchester City announced that the remaining fixtures in the Southern League Division South will be postponed until the start of April. This came after the FA issued a statement regarding the impact of the COVID-19 outbreak on football in England.
Following the government's announcement today for people to avoid social contact and gathering where possible, we are now advising that all grassroots football in England is postponed for the foreseeable future.
As term ends early for students here in Winchester, it remains to be seen whether the fixtures to the current academic year will be postponed for a later date or be cancelled altogether. Needless to say, this is a disrupted time for world sport. Lucas Scott, Winch News Online.
And finally, in other news, with awareness for climate change on the rise and Winchester set to be carbon neutral by 2030, the council have put a bill in place to protect an integral ground in the city. Alice Howe reports.
A garrison ground at Bar End to the east of Winchester is being saved from future development. This comes after plans for a £34 million leisure centre were set into place and construction work began back in 2017. The ground is a much-loved centre for football and many more sports by local residents who signed an open letter to Tesco's when the ground was to be purchased by the council back in 2016. Now the ground has been purchased by the council, they are happy to see that the council have put in measures to keep it protected. The council are working with Fields and Trust to secure the land for use of recreation and football playing fields. They are hoping the 6.65 acre ground will encourage biodiversity and are aiming to create new habitats within the leisure centre.
That's all for this week. Thank you for watching.
Right now.